Welcome back to the channel, Townies. Tonight we are in the middle of literally nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere.
So if it looks very dark around us, that's because it is. So we are in Calabasas, California, which is an upscale neighborhood that's kind of halfway between Santa Monica and the San Fernando Valley.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's tucked away literally in the woods with over 100 years under its belt.
Yeah, we're up in the canyons, guys. It is completely off the map here. It's nuts.
This is Saddle Peak Lodge. Like I said, over 100 years under its belt because no one knows exactly when it opened.
That's right.
It has an amazing history that we can't wait to tell you about.
And on that note, we're going to head inside and check this place out, guys. But before we do, you know the routine. All the way down there, like and subscribe, guys. It's really helping the channel. It's going to help us get a GPS so we can get the hell out of this place. So until then, we'll see you guys inside.
See you inside.
Okay, guys, we're here inside the Saddle Peak Lodge. We just sat down. Obviously, we ordered our signature drinks, dirty martini, blue cheese olives. And Lindsay got a...
Chardonnay.
Not a shot in a beer. So the Saddle Peak Lodge is a very unique spot. No one really knows when it was formed. They know it's been over 100 years. But it started off as like a one-room cabin and general store in the foothills of the Santa Monica Mountains. So if you were traveling from one side of the mountain to the other or across the surface of the mountain, you could stop here, resupply.
Like on a horse?
Yeah, like on a horse or with like a carriage or a wagon. And if you've ever seen the movie Hateful Eight, if you've ever seen the movie The Hateful Eight, it was sort of like that. It was one room that you could get a meal, you could stock up, you could buy supplies, you could stay the night if you needed to, if the weather was inclement or whatever. So that's kind of how this place started. And it served travelers here in the early part of the 19th century. And it provided basic supplies, rests, and refreshments, is what they said. So by the 1920s, the area around the lodge here had become a summer resort area called Crater Camp. And there were cabins that you could rent and horses that you could rent, and there was hiking. So it was sort of like a recreation area right around Saddle Peak Lodge. So Saddle Peak Lodge became sort of like the hub of this Crater Camp. Buy supplies here, get a meal here. It was a very integral part of this Crater Camp and this recreation area throughout Los Angeles in the 1920s.
Crater Camp.
That's what it was called, Crater Camp, because of there was a nearby mountain called Crater Peak.
It's really cool here. If you see me looking around, which I usually like to take in the scenery, there's taxidermy, which you do not find often.
Yeah, Saddle Peak Lodge is known for their game. There's like elk steaks. You can get an ostrich.
Ostrich?
Right
I didn't know
now.
we ate ostriches.
From time to time, there's venison or deer meat on the menu. So if you're into trying something new and some different types of game, this is a restaurant that you should try because they do it very, very well.
So I do want to say we are here on a Friday night. And
we got a little lentil soup and a little espresso mug. Give that a try.
Unfortunately, I do want to quickly mention, we found out when we first sat down that they did not have an order come in.
That's super good.
And so they do not have any ribeye, and that's what I was going to get.
It's a travesty.
I actually never would order lentil soup in my life, and this is
This
delicious.
is really, really good. Very rich,
Crazy.
kind of a tomatoey base to it.
Yeah, this is definitely fine dining restaurant.
So good. Okay, guys, first thing we ordered was the Johnny cake, which is a cornbread that's infused with like a maple syrup. And it's basically baked in a cast iron skillet. Here, I'll show you. You can see it's super soft.
It looks amazing. Ooh, it looks amazing. Woo, woo, and upside down.
You get it in there. Looking so good.
Oh my gosh.
Give it a try.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. It's like the smell is absolutely like phenomenal. He says they soak it in the maple butter, right? The
I got maple syrup and
it's
butter.
like maple syrup, but it's like a pancake.
Yeah.
It is pretty amazing. Like, it's the absolute combination of a pancake and cornbread.
Is it really?
Yeah, but it's not too sweet, which I was worried about because it's an appetizer. You know, we don't want to do it for. I mean, we're not a dessert first kind of family. It's really incredible. It's very hot though.
So our server Sean said that this is their most popular, and this is what people. You actually order it and say it takes about 20 minutes. And I'm gonna give it a shot right now. But look at that, so light and fluffy. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's stupid good. Johnny cake for the win. So because of the lodge's also proximity to a lot of the movie ranches, a lot of times, especially back in the heyday of movies, the studios would buy land in rural areas to set up as what they would call a ranch, and they could film westerns there or set it up a little town if they were filming. So because this was prevalent all over Los Angeles and the lodge was kind of in the center of all that, this became a hot spot for stars such as Errol Flynn, Clark Gable, Mary Pickford, of course, Charles Chaplin, Douglas Fairbanks, just to name a few.
Waiting for our boy.
I'm sure John Wayne was here.
John Wayne.
That boy liked to eat. So yeah, this place was a definitely hot spot for a lot of film and television stars. As a fun fact, it still is to this day. So in the 1960s, Bud and Jean Simmert bought the Saddle Peak Lodge, and under their stewardship, they transformed it into kind of what it is today. They added a dining room area, and they expanded it, second floor bar, and in 1963, they decommissioned the hitching post out front. So no longer was it available for you to ride your horse up to and hitch up.
In 63?
Yep, 1963. Bud was the cook, and Jean was the host. So,
is that cranberry?
No, it's a bacon jam.
Oh, wow.
This is it, guys. This is the pork chop. Look at the size of this thing. It's like 2 inches thick, with a house-made bacon jam on top, asparagus, and a 3-pepper mac and cheese. I don't know what the peppers are, but it smells amazing. And Lindsay got the bone marrow.
Be more reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Is it good?
Yes. First of all, the pork chop is not dry. It is juicy, perfectly cooked. It's bone in, so it's moist and delicious. That bacon jam on top, though, oh my God. They're a little slightly sweet, very smoky, kind of melts in your mouth. Macaroni and cheese, 3-pepper. Mac and cheese is pretty good. I mean,
but it's a jalapeno.
Yeah, it's not spicy though. It just has like a peppery flavor to it. But and by pepper I don't mean like black pepper. I mean like a jalapeno pepper kind of a. Yeah, it's a perfect side accompaniment to this pork chop. How about you?
So let's show this. Okay, so because this is very important, Lindsay was going to order the ribeye, a $78 bone-in ribeye, because hell, when in Rome. But unfortunately,
Yeah.
one of the first things we were told when we sat down was that there was a mix-up, I guess, with their delivery, and they did not have filet mignon, which we didn't care about, and then he said ribeye, which we did care about. So there were a few other options, but honestly, when you have your heart set on ribeye, it's really hard to go with like a skirt steak. So I figured, okay, why don't I just get a couple small items that are not really that small? Now, so I got the French onion soup and I got the bone marrow, which I know is very controversial, but we know that it's not common. And so if I see it on the menu, I have to try it. Do you want to talk about this French onion soup? It's not your typical French onion soup, where you've got like the soup underneath like big like melting cheese. It's a little bit more of like a gourmet version of French onion soup. It is tasty.
It looks good.
I do want to say, if you are expecting a traditional French onion soup, though, would not be it. But it's full of flavor. A little salty, but I've been sensitive to salt lately. I don't know why. 'Cause I love my Lawry's. I have my Lawry's all set tonight for y'all, too. Bummer. Again, sorry if you are grossed out by bone marrow. Don't really care. It is delicious.
It's very good.
So this comes with ciabatta, and then they said a like kind of chimichurri
Yeah.
sauce, which gives a little bit of a kick. How's that look?
Yeah, it looks very good.
Ciabatta seems to be really big here. Ciabatta comes in the middle of the French onion soup. How's your asparagus? Try your asparagus.
Yeah, I'm going to do the asparagus next.
The chimichurri. I don't know if I particularly like it with the chimichurri, but I wanted to try it with that because that was how the meal comes. It definitely gives it a very unique taste. It's a little sour.
Yeah, it's probably
That makes sense.
a pretty common offset. The butteriness of bone marrow. It's basically like nature's butter. If you've never had it, you should try it.
Nature's
You
butter.
basically just spread it on bread, and it's so good.
Yeah.
Very rich. Has a very rich and creamy texture to it. So the chimichurri kind of offsets that a little bit, I think. Kind of cuts the fattiness.
If I had to do it all over again, I would ask for it on the side.
Yeah. Well, that'll be next time.
Not that it's bad. It's just very overwhelming.
Chimichurri, I think, is a unique flavor, and I think maybe it's not for everyone, but
like I said, it's not that I don't like it, but I just feel like it's all I can taste, and I don't get to taste the bone marrow.
Yeah, some people just want that straight up bone marrow.
Damn, but we are not food critics, so I don't even want to.
Yeah.
If somebody's watching this for the first time, I don't want them to be like, "What are they talking about?" We literally are not food critics. We just talk about what we like and what we don't like.
That's it.
And then we had the pretzel buns to start, which Matt showed with the butter, and then they give you a side of sea salt. Like, love, hello. This place is carving us out, and I'm here for it. A bacon jam. Ooh, my nose itches.
It might be your jam.
Is this a good piece for
that's
me?
a good piece.
Well, it's tasty.
Yeah. I mean, it's not something you would think about. Usually, when you think about pork chop, it's super dry because they usually cut them about a half-inch thick. They have a little bit of a fattiness to them, but this is very, very juicy.
You can taste the mesquite grill.
Yeah. So the Simmerts owned it all the way up into 1985 when it was acquired by Grand American Fair Inc., a conglomerate. And at that time, the lodge went under a huge restoration. And then this is kind of what the owner, Al Ehringer, saw for it. He was the head of the Grand American Fair Inc. And he was the one that brought in like the log walls and all of the taxidermy and the antique books and stuff, and a lot of the stonework from this. The stones are from from the mountain right here where the restaurant is. and he basically rebuilt the place into a hunting lodge theme, which kind of echoes the origins of this place, as it were. I mean, before that, it was just a wooden,
Yeah, I would think
wooden
that
walled.
this is how it looked.
No, they turned it into a hunting lodge look in 1985. Ironically, in 1992, another Erringer, Anne Graham Erringer, who was a big business executive, she acquired the lodge, and she added her own touches. She put a lot of the vintage flourishes in here, a lot of the antiques that you see, like some of the cabinets and stuff, and curios, some of the paintings and stuff on the walls. So she basically just added to the decor in here, and she made it more of like a storied cultural place, maintaining the lodge's character. And then and then in 2016, Ann Erringer sold it to Deep Setti and his son Hargan S. Setti, and they were a couple of restaurateurs, father and son, who were from Beverly Hills. They owned a couple of restaurants, so they bought it, and they still own it today. And they're preserving the history of the lodge, all of the culture from the area, and they brought in a award-winning chef. And during their tenure, they won a Michelin star.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, and they've been featured in Frommer's, which is kind of cool.
Wow, that's impressive.
Okay, fun facts, party people. Obviously, the lodge has been in a few films and television shows throughout its years. It's like I said, pretty far off the beaten path, and it was also like in a hub from all the movie studios, ranches. So this was in a film that you may or may not have heard of called The Fast and the Furious
No.
in 1955. That's right, the original one. No family or Vin Diesel, but the original Fast and the Furious, 1955. In 1962, it was in a film called Panic in Year Zero, which seems interesting. I've never heard of it before. And then it was also in a bunch of TV shows, all the way up through today. Things like Perry Mason, Bones, Dynasty, just to name a few. So this has had its time in front of the camera as well. Another fun fact is this is the location where Bruce Jenner proposed to Kris Kardashian.
Shush.
Yeah, way back in the probably 80s when they got engaged.
Well, it is
Fun
Calabasas.
fact. That's right.
And the Kardashians are known to own Calabasas.
That's it. They're the royalty of Calabasas for sure.
Aw,
So yeah, just a couple
what
of
great
fun
memories
facts.
for them.
Words already. It happened when I was first started working here. A new guy. They had just me polishing the silverware, the glassware in the back, and they say, "All right, Nick, we're done for the night. As soon as you're done, lock up and head out." And I was like, "Okay, no problem." And I was all by myself, just maybe about halfway done with all my work, and I hear I hear the door that people come out of with food. I hear that one just open and then close, but there was no one else in the restaurant, so I was like, I wonder who that could be. I go look, there's no one to be found, so I was like, I think I'm done working for the night. I'm gonna clock out and head home. So that was my experience with. Mine was mainly like auditory. I heard things, stuff was moving, but I had no cause for it.
Oh, that's creepy though. And you had just started.
Yeah.
And what's your name?
Nick.
And so you didn't hear it but you knew the sound of the way that door sounds like opening and closing.
It opened. It fully opened. It wasn't just a little creak. It
Wow.
fully pushed open. Yeah.
That's so cool. So then on the second level, you said there's a library?
Yes.
Okay, and what's that used for?
Mainly holidays when we're really busy, we'll open it up so we have a little more seating.
Okay, and then on top of that is the whiskey bar.
Yeah, we have our members only whiskey bar on the third floor.
Members only. Okay, so what does that entail really quick?
Just you buy a bottle of whiskey, we keep it for you, we pull it out whenever you're here, and you get to use that room, whenever you're here.
Oh, wow. And I'm assuming your collection is extensive then.
Yeah, we've got a great selection, and if you do go up, you're free to check it out. You can look
yeah.
around. Yeah, there's no service right now.
Oh, no.
You can go out. We have a cabinet with all the members' whiskey bottles.
Amazing.
Well, not all of them, but many of them, and you see them up front.
What part of the restaurant do you think is the most haunted that you've heard from everybody?
I heard there used to be a particular haunted area table. They've changed the table number since then, but I do believe it was on the second floor there in the library.
And what would happen?
Um, I've just heard it was haunted. Maybe I think people saw a girl sitting in a chair on occasion. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Just when there was no one up there, and I'm sure it did happen later in the night.
Yeah.
But I've not heard any direct stories from these people about it, but probably a secondhand hearing from other people.
I love it.
Pretty cool.
You're so amazing. Thank you, Nick. We
Thank you.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
appreciate
Thank you
you,
for.
man.
We might wander up there in a little bit.
Do you need me?
Well, what do you think? Should we dive in, finish up our meal here, and
Yeah.
catch up outside?
Let's do it.
We're going to do that. We'll see you guys outside.
Wow.
Oh, guys, we are outside of the Saddle Peak Lodge. This place, as you could probably see, was incredible. The ambiance inside cannot be matched. It's like nothing you'll see in Los Angeles, for sure.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, I mean, we spent like 2.5 hours in here.
I think we lost time.
I think we did. Our meal was incredible. The staff has been so accommodating.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really recommend this place.
It was very quiet for a Friday night.
Yeah, super quiet, super quaint. We recommend coming here, guys, if you haven't already. But if you're a fan of the channel, you know what time it is.
Whoop, there you go. Gotta get the light. Get the good light on us.
It's time for
The
Sasquatch Scale. Ah! Guys, you're going to be happy. This place gets 4.
4? Okay, that's fair.
Our little table was quite comfortable. It was like a little couch type area. It was pretty amazing. Fit perfectly. The table slid out, slid in. No complaints.
Mostly tables, though.
Yeah.
So we do have to say we did not sit in one of the chairs, so we're not quite sure. I don't think you remember from when we were here all those years ago.
Yeah.
But if you can, they do have some nice booths that you can partake in. So it's a magical place. Like Matt said, there's nothing like it anywhere in Los Angeles that we know of. And it's a must try if you want a unique experience.
Yep. So guys, we're on to the next location as we do. But before we go, we got to make sure that you like and subscribe below. Really appreciate it. It's getting us to places like this. It makes it all worthwhile. So,
what else pays for the elk meat, guys?
Yeah. Who else is going to do the taxidermy here? Anyway, guys, we're on to the next spot. We will see you guys next time. Until then,
stay hungry. Good night.